Baldwin IV of Jerusalem, the Leper King's enduring legacy. Baldwin IV of Jerusalem, known as the Leper King, ruled the Crusader Kingdom of Jerusalem from 1174 to 1185. Despite suffering from leprosy, which afflicted him from a young age, Baldwin demonstrated exceptional resilience and leadership, leading his kingdom during a time of profound challenges. His courageous efforts against Saladin and his ability to rally his people have made him a heroic figure in medieval history. Here, we examine 10 key facts about Baldwin IV's life and legacy, exploring why he remains an inspiration despite the odds he faced. 1. The early diagnosis of leprosy. Baldwin was born in 1161 to Amalric I, King of Jerusalem, and his wife, Agnes of Courtenay. His early years were marked by a tragic diagnosis. Baldwin was found to have leprosy, a debilitating disease that would haunt him throughout his life. The disease was discovered when his tutor, William of Tyre, noticed that Baldwin had a loss of sensation in his arm, a common symptom of leprosy. This diagnosis initially cast doubt on his future, as it was widely believed that a king with such a condition could not effectively lead or inspire his subjects. However, Baldwin's resilience and determination to overcome his condition would eventually define his reign. 2. Ascending to the throne at a young age. Baldwin ascended the throne at just 13, after the death of his father in 1174. Due to his youth, his rule initially required a regency. Count Raymond III of Tripoli was appointed as regent and governed Jerusalem until Baldwin came of age. Despite his illness, Baldwin proved to be a remarkably capable ruler, demonstrating a commitment to his kingdom's defense against external threats, particularly from Saladin. His rise to the throne at such a young age marked the beginning of a challenging reign, one where Baldwin would constantly battle both his physical condition and the external threats to his kingdom. 3. A fierce opponent to Saladin. Baldwin IV's reign coincided with the rise of Saladin, one of the most formidable Muslim leaders of the time. Baldwin faced off against Saladin multiple times, proving himself a formidable military strategist despite his physical limitations. One of Baldwin's most famous battles was the Battle of Montgizard in 1177, where he led a crusader force of only a few hundred knights against a vastly superior Muslim army. In a stunning victory, Baldwin's forces overcame Saladin's troops, significantly halting Saladin's advance and demonstrating Baldwin's courage and skill as a leader. His determination on the battlefield inspired his soldiers and earned him great respect among both his allies and enemies. Leadership amid physical suffering. Baldwin's leprosy was progressive and would worsen over time, gradually weakening his body and diminishing his physical capabilities. Yet he continued to lead his army personally and take part in battles, defying the limitations of his illness. By the later years of his reign, Baldwin had lost much of his eyesight and mobility, yet he continued to make critical decisions regarding Jerusalem's defense. His physical suffering became a testament to his willpower and dedication to his kingdom. Baldwin's resilience in the face of physical pain turned him into a symbol of fortitude and courage, inspiring his subjects and solidifying his reputation as a heroic king. 5. Political instability and internal conflicts. Baldwin IV's reign was marked by internal political instability within the Crusader states, partly due to his condition, which led some nobles to question his fitness to rule. His illness also complicated succession plans, as Baldwin was unable to father children. This instability led to infighting among the nobility, with various factions vying for influence over the kingdom. Baldwin appointed his sister Sibylla as his heir, and later her son Baldwin V, in an attempt to ensure a stable succession. However, the rivalries and divisions among the Crusader nobility remained a constant challenge, making it difficult to unite the kingdom against external threats. 6. The Battle of Jacob's Ford and Tactical Acumen. One of the most strategically significant moments in Baldwin's reign was the defense of Jacob's Ford, a stronghold on the Jordan River built to protect Jerusalem's northern frontier. In 1179, Saladin attempted to seize the fortress, recognizing its strategic importance. Despite suffering from leprosy, Baldwin led his forces personally to defend the stronghold. Though the fortress eventually fell, Baldwin's defense efforts showcased his tactical acumen and commitment to defending his kingdom. His ability to anticipate Saladin's movements and respond effectively highlighted his strategic understanding, and although the outcome was a setback, Baldwin's efforts delayed Saladin's advances and demonstrated his resolve as a ruler. 7. The role of religion in his reign. As a Christian king, Baldwin IV ruled Jerusalem with deep devotion to his faith. His illness was often viewed by contemporaries as a test of his piety, and his resilience was seen as a demonstration of divine support. Baldwin found strength in his faith, believing that his trials had a greater purpose. His leprosy was perceived by some as a symbol of his martyr-like sacrifice, fighting for Jerusalem despite immense personal suffering. This spiritual dimension of his reign solidified his position as a moral and religious leader, inspiring his subjects and further strengthening the Crusader cause. 8. The Battle of Belvoir and Jerusalem's defense. Baldwin's dedication to Jerusalem's defense continued in the 1880s, most notably during the Battle of Belvoir in 1882. Despite his advancing illness, Baldwin once again took the field to defend his kingdom against Saladin's forces. Baldwin's strategic positioning of his troops prevented Saladin from advancing further into Crusader territory, securing a crucial victory. His ability to rally his men and inspire them, even in the face of overwhelming odds, demonstrated his leadership and commitment to his people. Baldwin's success at Belvoir was one of the last major battles of his reign, marking the end of an era of steadfast resistance against Saladin's advances. 9. Succession and the legacy of Baldwin V. As Baldwin's health deteriorated, the question of succession became more pressing. Baldwin chose his young nephew, Baldwin V, as his successor, hoping to ensure a smooth transition of power. Baldwin IV's choice reflected his commitment to the stability of the kingdom, even as he grappled with political rivalries and infighting. His dedication to securing a successor demonstrated his foresight and sense of responsibility. However, the death of Baldwin V, shortly after Baldwin IV's passing, plunged the kingdom into a succession crisis, ultimately leading to renewed conflicts that weakened the Crusader state's unity and defense against Saladin. 10. Death and lasting legacy. Baldwin IV died in 1185 at the age of 24, after years of suffering from leprosy. Despite his short life and the severe challenges posed by his illness, Baldwin's legacy endured as a testament to courage, resilience, and devotion. His unwavering dedication to defending Jerusalem, even at great personal cost, left a lasting impression on his contemporaries. Baldwin's story has inspired generations as a reminder that strength and leadership are not defined by physical capability alone, but by determination, character, and conviction. His life and reign continue to be celebrated as a heroic tale of a king who fought for his kingdom against immense odds. Baldwin IV of Jerusalem is remembered as one of the most courageous and resilient rulers of the medieval period. Despite the debilitating effects of leprosy, he demonstrated exceptional leadership, uniting his people against external threats and facing his fate with dignity. His story remains an inspiration, illustrating that true leadership lies in resilience and dedication, even when faced with the greatest personal and physical challenges. At Ancestry Motivation, our goal is to spread knowledge about the legendary leaders and warriors from our past. Together, we'll embark on a journey through history, exploring facts, speeches, battles, and leader comparisons. Join our growing community and don't forget to check out our other videos for more fascinating insights.